Hello, Gamebox here. Going to do a quick EDH deck tech of what I use. I have two EDH decks, and this one's going to be Roon. First, obviously, is the Commander, Roon of the Hidden Realm. It has Vigilance, Trample, and two, here's the important part. Exile another target creature, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. That means you can flicker anything and get any effect at the end of the turn. And here are the cards that are in the deck. I'm going to start off with blue. We have first off, we have Laboratory Maniac, which will be one of our win cons if necessary by having draw engines. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. Obviously, that's what it does, and it works out so well. Next, we have Master Waves. If we keep flickering it and we have a couple of the give creatures +1/+1, we can get infinite elementals technically. And also, if we go over and attack with all of them, we can flicker Master Waves, and we have untapped elementals, given virtual vigilance. We have Clone, which copies anything, self-explanatory. It does not target, so it can be Eldrazi. We have Archaeomancer, which can get back an target instant or sorcery from graveyard to your hand. You see what it does? It's awesome. Perplexing Chimera. Flicker that, and you can take control of any spell you want. And remember, this does not target. Actually, unless it's a spell that targets. Like if you were going to use a lightning bolt on somebody, and like if they lightning you, tried to lightning bolt this, you can exchange control of the Perplexing Chimera and lightning bolt something else, and then flicker the Perplexing Chimera and get it back on your side of the field. You have Dead-Eyed Navigator. This card should be banned. I'm surprised it's not banned. I can clone as many copies of this as I can, exile, and return it to the battlefield under your control. So you can flicker a card so many times that you can literally draw your whole entire deck and win the game with Laboratory Maniac. You have Delay. I prefer this over any other counterspell because of what it does. If someone tries to counterspell your counterspell, you have Delay. Counter target spell. If the spell is countered this way, remove it from the game with 3 time counters on it instead and put it on the graveyard. It does not have Suspend. It gains Suspend. So basically, that's what you do. You give it Suspend. You could replace this with Vermand easily. That's an easy replacement to do with it. You have Stifle. Counter target activated triggered ability. Oh, you're going to sacrifice your fetch land to get a land? Nope, that's not going to happen. Counterspell, counterspell. Dissolve, counterspell, scry 1. Devastation Tide. I prefer the Miracle cost, and since I do not have Terminus, but it's in the new From the Vaults, so I'm going to get from the Vaults and get that one. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hand. It's so worth it. You can flicker something before it resolves, and it's safe. Walk the Aeons is going to be our sole target player takes an instant turn after this one. It is perfectly fine. You can buy back by sacrificing 3 islands. I should have at least 4 or 5 islands, so you can do it once, but I prefer flickering something and getting it back that way. But if necessary, there's the other way. And Jace Bowen. Everyone draws a card, target player draws a card, and mill 20. That's our blue. You can add a lot of cards that I have not added yet, but because of money constraints or I just haven't had the time, I haven't. You can add Venser. You can add Vendilion Click. You can add a lot of cards. Another time Warp would be cool too, but that's what I liked. Okay, we're gonna go with green. We have Sakura Tribe Elder. Sacrifice Sakura Tribe Elder, search your library for a basic land, and put that card on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. Abuse it, and get it back from the graveyard and everything. Voyaging Satyr, untap target island. Sylvan Ranger does the same thing, except that when that's an enter the battlefield, so it's better for flicker. Sylvan Caryatid, like the Booster Bots promo version. Defender Hexproof, add 1 mana. Corsair Crucifix, you can replace this with Oracle of Moldeo, but I have Corsair Crucifix. Eternal Witness is a card you want to protect almost at all times. If this card disappears or is exiled, your deck is going to be hindered. Don't let it be hindered. When it comes into play, you may turn target card from your graveyard to your hand. You can return anything. Just anything is so worth it. Plurichronos, you can infinite fight if you keep flickering it. Keep removing cards like that. Acidic Slime, obviously. When Acidic Slime enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. Terrastodon, in case you need to destroy something really big. Regrowth, return target card from your graveyard to your hand in case you need to get back your Eternal Witness and you have no way. Beast Within, in case something good just gets out of hand. Genesis Wave. Great target for your Eternal Witness. And reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put any number of permanent cards with permanent cost X or less among them onto the battlefield. Then put all cards revealed this way that weren't put on the battlefield into your graveyard. Oh look, I accidentally milled my counterspell. I can get it back with something else. But if you get it for 7, 8, 9, 10, you're going to have literally every single card enter the battlefield unless you get a string of instant and sorceries. Sorry about that. Explore. Crossing Grip. Split Second. Destroy target artifact or enchantment in case you just need something to happen. And our other Planeswalker is Gru Color of Beasts. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. Put all creature cards revealed this way into your hand. So your Lead the Stampede. -3, cheat something in. -7. You can win the game. We're going to go with white now. There's not that much white. I'll just say that right away. You have Flicker Wisp. When Flicker Wisp enters the battlefield, exile another target permanent. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. You just need to get something out of the way. Here it is. And you have a 3/1 flyer. Not many people can deal with 3/1 flyers. Revelar gets back your cards with confirmed mana cost power 2 or less back to the battlefield. You're only going to use it really for mana dorks. I really don't have that many abusements with it, but I like it enough. You can replace it with another card if you want. Miraculous Recovery. It's Reanimate, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Route, Board Wipe, and Sun Titan, which this is a great card to abuse too. Get back Eternal Witness, get back your Mana Rocks, get back your Lance. If you fetch something, you can get it back. Again, like I said, there's a lot of cards you can replace in here. I don't have that much of a budget, but this is what I have, so I'm happy with it. We're going to show artifacts now. We have Lotus Bloom. Lotus Bloom is to spend 3, and then you get a Black Lotus effect. If this card enters the graveyard, get it back with Sun Titan. If this, you can get it back with Eternal Witness, whatever. Just so you can get it back on the battlefield. It's awesome. It's a good mana ramp. You have Soul Ring for, haha, it lets of immortality, so you don't deck yourself. Signet, and Swiftfoot Boots, because I'm not going to use Lightning Greaves. If I use Lightning Greaves, Shroud. Doubling Cube, double the amount of each type of mana in your mana pool. Great when you want to go off. Conjurer's Closet. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile a target creature card you control, then return that card on the battlefield under your control. This was released in the Commander 2013, but I prefer the Avacyn symbol. Just because. You have Azorius Cluestone. I'm not using this Azorius Signet because I really don't have that many Azorius cards in here. But if I need to draw a card, I can draw a card and I can abuse it with Eternal Witness, or I can abuse it with Sun Titan and keep drawing cards, or just tap it and get a blue or white. Turk Steel Ingot for when someone board wipes, and Never Mirrorless Disc again when someone board wipes, if that is me. Alright, we're going to show now Selesnya. We're going to have Savala Explorer Returned. This one is a picky card that people really question, but I like it because you can abuse it each turn with a couple of cards that are in here. For each player reveals the top card of his or her library. For each non-land card revealed this way, add green mana to your mana pool and gain 1 life. Then each player draws a card. Help everybody out, you gain some life, and you get some mana. Tristani. Tristani is a very picky card to put in here, but you can clone a lot of things, and you can gain a lot of life. It's worth it, and the Flicker triggers help out. The awkward mana cost kind of sucks, but I'm okay with it. And Malari's Wake. Creatures you control get +1/+1. What card would help with that? Master Waves. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana to your mana pool for any type of that land produced. You win the game. You will win the game with this card on the field, at least 2 times faster, for obvious reasons. We're going to show you Azorius now. We have Mist Metal Witch. Does exactly what you want it to do. Add a target creature card. Return that card to the battlefield under your owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Detention Sphere for when someone has a bunch of tokens. I'm looking at you, Goblin deck. Render Silent. Another picky card some people don't like, but I like when I need to go off and someone tries to counterspell something to stop them immediately. They have to counterspell the Render Silent. And if they don't have it, they're done. And Venser. The other focus of this deck. I had a foil Scars of Mirrodin one, but I traded it when I needed a new iPhone. So I picked up the dual deck version because it looks just as sweet and it costs just as much as a regular one. Exile target permanent you own, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning, that's end step, flicker. -1, creatures unblockable, win the game. -8, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, exile target permanent. You win the game. All self-explanatory. That is it for all Planeswalkers. Sorry if you're expecting more. You can add a couple of the Jaces, you could add anything you want really. Another Grook. I just like what I have. Now we have Simic, we have Kior's Follower, self-explanatory, flicker it, untap another target permanent. Edric wins games. Mystic Snake, flicker it, counter target spell. Crewfix, no maximum hand size, lots of mana. Profit at Crewfix, such a pain. Oh look, I'm going to win during your turn. Prime Speakus again, flicker as much as you want, draw all the cards, win the game. And Progenitor Mimic, I'm going to copy everything. I'm going to make a whole bunch of Deadeye Navigators. I win the game. I know I say I win the game a lot, but it's really, really awesome when you win the game. Alright, and lastly we have bans. We have Crystallization, but it doesn't not target. You can target Eldrazi. Actually, yeah, target. Sorry about that. You can target Eldrazi, and look, it can attack or block, and you can flicker, and you can target it. Flickering it. Oh look, it's exiled. Derevi for the untap and tap target permanent, or you can choose to become your commander. I never do that, but it's pretty cool. Band Charm is Band Charm. It is one of the best cards in this because oh look, I just put your commander in the bottom of your library. Have fun. Or I counter target instant. Rubanga. Oh, I'm gonna control something. And Wargate, search your library for a permanent with card with command mana cost at or less and put it into play, and then shuffle your library. Get your Planeswalker, get your Flicker Enabler, you're all set. Oh look, your commander's been shuffled in your deck. Oh look, I got it back. And lands. Lands are easy. We have a couple of forests. We have 3. Strip Mine, Temple of the False God, Shrine of the Nyx, Reliquary Tower, that's main stage, Grove of the Guardian, Rogue's Passage, Azorius Guildgate, Plains. Oh, I have to show you something. I'm going to make a video on this. When I opened up a toolkit, I got a bunch of misprinted stuff, and this is one of them. This is a misprinted Plains. See the blotch up there? See the wear up there? Down there? I got a bunch of these cards that are like this. I'll make a video about this eventually. Won't be right away, but expected very soon. Plains. Plains, Island, signed by Little Karibo. Halimar Depths, I count it as an island, but hey, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Island, Yavimaya Coast, Simic Guildgate, Misty Rainforest, the only fetch land in here. I have a Verdant Catacombs, but I don't have any other shock lands except 1, so I'll have to do. Hinterland Harbor, Temple Garden, there's a shock land. Sunpetal Grove, Selesnya Guildgate, Seaside Citadel, Command Tower, Opal Palace, Vivid Creek, Ruptured Spire, Vivid Meadow, Evolving Wilds, and Mana Confluence. And here are the tokens that I use in here. You have an Elemental, Elephant, Beast, Elemental, Beast, Elemental. Alright, so that is my video. I'm going to upload this to the TCG community, and you should see this very soon. I will probably upload it right away to my channel so you can see the same thing. If you like my video, like, comment, subscribe. Don't expect videos all the time. Sorry about that. And this is it. Gamebox out.